Okay. We have Almeida versus Lewis happening tonight. Well, Sunday at 1 in the morning for the UK people. GMT is going to be a late one. So let's get into it. Let's just start off from the prelims and who we have. Right, disclaimer, not a name expert, not an analyst, not a commentator, not even an expert about anything really. So, don't be drilling me for names and shit like that, but we'll go through it. So, Kai Fernandez versus Mark DeCasey. Mark DeCasey's been fighting for a while, English fighter, and noticed him when he was coming on the up. He has been in a bit of a skid recently, 60-7. Look at his share, dog. This actually isn't telling, this isn't showing pace, like 60-7. Okay, cool, what? 5'10", okay. So he's taller, or because he's an inch taller, he's going to win the fight. Now let's look at the actual, what the fuck is going on. Let's look at what actually is going on. Kai Fernandez is 8-1, 5'9", 155 pounds. 4 wins by TKO, 2 by submission, and 2 by decision. So, seems like he's got a bit of something about him. He's got, the last 2 fights was on the LFA. He's obviously making his UFC debut here. And he had KO from body kick and KO from head kick. Fire. Has got a loss recently from unanimous decision. Crazy. And apart from that, he's just been winning out of his 8 wins. So he didn't look too experienced, to be honest. Shooto Brazil. And then he's gone in the last fights in LFA. In his first fight in LFA, he lost. And Mark DeCasey's been in the fight UFC for a while. I know that for a fact. The Bone Crusher, 16-7, 5'10", age 30. 6 wins by TKO or KO, 1 win by submission, 1 9 by decision. And I know that some of them knockouts are fire. Okay, so he's on a bit of a skid recently and a 2-fight loss from submission and decision. He was against Joel Alves. Who's Joel Alves? Okay. So, a bit of a tricky one. A debut fighter versus a bit of a veteran of the UFC. You can see he's been in for a while. He's been in the UFC since 2016. He went on a 3-fight win streak. Lost 3, won 2, lost 2, won 2, lost 2. So, he's on a skid. He never loses more than 2 or 3 to win back another 2. I don't know. I think Mark DeCasey's got this one. I don't actually know too much about Fernandez, but I'm looking at what he's got. 8 wins. He just hasn't got that much experience. I feel like Mark's going to be way more experienced than him, even though he might be a bit of a well-round fighter, Fernandez, if he's got submissions and TKOs in his loss. I'm going to say for this one, I'm going to give Mark this one. I think he's going to bring it back unless this Kai is hungry for his debut, which he might just be coming off a 2-fight win streak, especially coming off a head kick win? Especially coming off a KO head kick win. 45 seconds as well. How long ago was that? 2023 in March. Okay, he's going to be ready to get back in, feeling fresh. We'll see. I'm still going to go for Mark, just because he's got that English flag attached to him a little bit. He is a good fighter. I watched him before. He has got some slick striking. But as you can see, he's just not on the top tier. Or he's sliding a little bit. But he's only 30, so he could have the run of his life right now. Moving on. Next fight. Eduardo Moura versus Montserrat Ruiz. I wonder if I'm actually doing okay with these. Okay, so we've got a 9-0, 10-3 debut. Nice. Okay. I'm not even gonna fuck with that shit. Anti-fight card. Come on, do the hokey pokey tonight. Can I just see the fight? I want to see if there's a better one. Almeida versus Lewis. Yeah, do you know what? Fuck it. We're going to use topologies because Share Dogs is shit. So first pick, Mark Casey over Kai, even though Kai's debut and he's on a 2-fight win streak. Gonna go for Mark, a bit of a veteran, a bit of a legend, and I've got a bit of a bias because he's got the English flag attached to him, so I'm obviously gonna go for him. Okay, next fight. Montserrat Conji Ruiz versus Eduardo Mora. Eduardo Mora is 9-0. Montserrat Conji Ruiz is 10-3. So Eduardo Mora. Ooh, I don't like this one though. Why does it look so gross? I don't like it. I don't like this one. Edwin Moore, let's go. Now wins, 0 losses. She's been on a fucking tear. She came off Contender Series and got a rear naked choke. Go on. Yeah, she's been on fire. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, obviously an 8-fight win streak. 9-fight win streak. Let's go. So this is her UFC debut coming up for this one, Edwin Moore. Okie dokie, so Ruiz has been in the UFC for 3 fights now. Unfortunately, has won 1, lost 2. TKO elbows, TKO punches, Jesus. Unfortunate, my darling. But came up through the amateurs, not really happening. Came up through some MCF. I don't know whether I've even heard of some of these ones. MAAX. Cage fighter, maximum cage fighter. I've never even heard of these ones. So, not really too much genuine experience, it looks like. Invicta. Okay. He's not been too active. Has only fought once between 2021 and 2023. That's crazy. Is she in it anymore? Looks like she's a bit inactive. Losses are kind of recent. She could come back. She obviously is a good fighter to get TKOs and decisions, TKOs. You know? She has 3 wins by TKO and 2 by submission. Okay, let's just start again on a real quick one. Number 1 pick 1, Kai Fernandez, Mark Casey. Picking Mark Casey, a bit of a legend debut for Kai Fernandez, even though he's coming off a 2-fight win streak, and one of the wins is off a head kick KO. For that, Mark's going to come back on his veteran strip. Sometimes Mark goes on a bit of a skid for that 2, maybe even 3, and comes back and normally wins a couple. So I'm going to predict that after this 2-fight wins, losses that he's been on, he's going to come back and get the win on this one. So, Mark Casey, let's go. And the UK stand up. Next one. Eduardo Mora, just coming off the Contender Series win on a 9-fight win streak. Pure finishes and decisions. And we have Montserrat Ruiz on a 2-fight skid as of late. Hasn't fought really actively. Fought in 2 times between 2021 and 2023. For this one, I'm going to be going for Eduardo Mora for sure. And she is the favourite massively. And Mark is the favourite as well. I'm glad that Mark's the favourite. It should be. Sure, have respect on his name, even though On paper, you might think 16-7 is a bit weird, but still. Angela Hill versus Denise Gomez. Angela Hill is just a veteran that's ping-ponged in and out of. I think she's been in and out of a couple of divisions. Let's have a look. Yeah, come on. Yep. Let's see, Angela Hill. I'm sure that she's fought in different weight classes. I'm just going to say... It's not going to say... But Angela Hill's a weird one. Because she gets losses, wins, losses. She's a really good fighter. She is. I listened to it on the Joe Rogan before. And she's a little warrior. She's been in the UFC for time, I'm sure of it. Invicta. She got in UFC in 2017, so it's fucking time ago that. She's been fighting since 2017, fought the best. I mean, lost against Jessica Andre, one of the best. Lost against Nina, it's a bit of an L. It's a bit of an L. That's a bit of an L. Courtney Casey. Cancelled bout against Alexa Grasso. Might have been a bit of a shocker. Claudio. Watson Gomez. Lost to her. And she's been on 1, 2, 3, 1-1, lost 1, 1-1, cancelled bout, lost 1 against Mackenzie Dern. I mean, and who's she fighting? Denise Gomez. 8-2. Coming off 2-fight win streak. 1 win by punches. Gets on walking off to Rodriguez. Very nice. Good if you could watch it, that'd be good. That'd be sick. Okay. She hasn't had any. She had a bunch of cancelled bouts, looks like. It's annoying that. But it looks like 8-2. She's been in the UFC yet? Yeah, she's been in the UFC for 4 fights now. Even though I genuinely believe that Angela Hill could win because she can just pull out of the bag because she's a really good fighter and she can win against these people who are like kind of starting up. But it seems like the people who are like, you know, the top 5 seem to just smash her, being lost by Mackenzie Dern recently. So I would go for Denise Gomez. I'm going to assume Denise Gomez is a favourite. Yeah. So all my picks aren't exactly going to be the ones that you're going to make the money, but I call this one a comme ci, comme ça. Definitely want to be watching closely. Because Angela Hill, I do believe, can beat Denise Gomez, but I'm just going to go off paper and what I think Denise Gomez can beat Angela Hill if she keeps on going on the run that she is. And just beats the skill level that she's at. Okay, Denise Gomez. Vitor Petrino Modestas Bukauskas. Okay. I think Modestas Bukauskas got dropped from the UFC, was in the UFC, then he came to Cage Warriors, has fought a bit in the Cage Warriors, and then come back to the UFC. I think. But we're going to find out right now anyway. Okay. 15-5. Good record. He has... Okay, so that happened recently. Okay, so he's been in the UFC for 2 fights, and he fought Tyson Pedro, and he fought Zach Puaga. Why have I think he's just not even been in yet? I must have skipped something in my brain or something. But yeah, so he was in the UFC. He had the nastiest leg injury and a leg attack off Khalil Roundtree. I mean, that side kick to the knee was disgusting. The way that he screamed as well, and he was like, ah! That shit was grim. So the fact that he came from that massive leg injury, came to Cage Warriors, got a, decision, got a finish in round 4, and then he's fought Tyson Pedro, which is a sick fighter, beat him, fought Zach Puaga, again, good fighter, I think coming off the Ultimate Fighter, I think. I'm sure of it. Yeah, he definitely came off the Ultimate Fighter. Yeah. Nice fighting Vitor. So this guy can't actually be Modescus. Can't actually be written off because I know the other fighter is a good fighter, but I honestly like. Yeah, okay. Whatever this is might have been a bit of a stint because this is showing that he's obviously fucking sorted it out. Maybe a leg injury. Maybe Khalil sidekicking his leg. It was the best thing that happened to him because something's happened. Something's happened to him. But let's look at his fighter. Let's look at his no. His opponent. Jesus Christ. Right, 9-0. Okie dokie. 9-0, 26, 6-2. Career disclosed earnings is in 50k, baby. Current streak's an 11 fight win streak. Okay, so going out from amateurs into his pro debuts. Wow, 60% of 7 wins, 67% of wins are KO, TKO. Crazy, crazy. So he was in UAE Contender Series. He has one loss, a decision loss. Okay, that just could have been like just like amateur stuff, you know, just not getting used to it. Rodolfo, Everton, William, Fabio, Rodolfo Belito. Right, so he's got some decisions. You went on an absolute tear of winning with TKOs and punches, left hooks, left hooks, left hooks. No wonder he went into Contender Series after that. Boom, boom, boom. 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, 5-0. So his competition went up. That's his record, isn't it? Yeah, stupid. Stupid. Okay, here's their records. Okay, so he was a 20-8, 1-17. What's that about, mate? Do you want to explain that one? Why are you fighting somebody 1-17? Why are you fighting someone 0-6? Why are you fighting someone 0-0? And then why are you fighting someone 20-8? Fair enough, the 20-8 guy's got a bit of experience, but yeah, you kind of needed to have that guy to get to the. Well, come on. You start your pro debut and you fight someone who's 5-0. You smash him, fat. Then you fight someone who doesn't have a record. Okay, fair enough because you're 1-0. Cancel bout. Then you fight someone at 2-0 and they're 1-17. And then you fight someone at 0-6. That seems just weird to me. And that could be a gap in experience. Because I'm telling you, Medeiros can be that guy on the night. If we look at his recent ones, he's fought 8-1, 8-1, 16-6. So yeah, the UFC have been like, yo, try this. Try this. So good. And he's actually, you know, he's done bits. So he's got into Contender Series. He's fought someone at 8-1. Probably kicked his pants a little bit. Fucking round 2, left up, round stripe, fire. So then the decision against an 8-1 guy, fire. Arm triangle against 116-6, fire. This is a hard one, man. This is super hard. This guy is an absolute beast. You can't deny him. He has a bit of a weak spot within his experience in his amateur bit. So he's coming up. But Medeiros does have that 3 losses in his record as he was getting into the UFC, getting into the swing of it. So Medeiros has the skills to do this, but on paper, Vitor should get the victory, because he can get it really from anywhere. Since he can get it from his back, since he can get it from standing. But I think Medeiros could seriously come with that fire and actually test him 15-5. You don't think he's fought anybody that's 15-5 yet, or anybody's got a record like Medeiros. I don't fucking know. Medeiros. Yeah, 15-5. Oh wait, okay. So the guy actually fought previously has a better record technically, 16-6. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Vitor. I think Medeiros is good. I think after his leg injury, all best to him, all testament to him for coming out and doing that. But I don't know, I don't know, I'm gonna go for Vitor for this one. I feel like he's gonna be 10 and 0. He's gonna be 10 and 0. But the odds against that is mad. Like I might put Bukauskas on because plus 200 is a bit crazy. Minus 245. He's not that much of a favourite in my eyes. He's not that much more experienced. He's not fought that much more people. Just hasn't got a loss in his record. And he unfortunately has 3 of them from recent. So yeah, go for Vitor. It's probably a good chance, but don't be sad if you go for Vitor and Bukauskas, gets it back. So yeah, that's a risky one. If you want to say right now, risky one. That's pretty solid. She's probably going to get that. And I do think Denise Gomez is probably going to get that. But yeah, risky one. Solid. Yeah, solid. Risky one. Next. Okay. Rinat Fak. Rinat Fakhretdinov. Okay. Elisus Zalekisis dos Santos. Elisiu Zalexi dos Santos. I actually don't think I'm doing bad with these names. I really don't. Okay, so this guy I've heard a lot of hype about. I think he's on like a 3-fight win streak. I think he was just coming off maybe a contender series or something. But on the paper, we got 21-1, 24-7. He's got a significant 6 more losses in him. And he's only got 3 more wins than him. Russia, Brazil, 6-0, 5-11. I love to know people think that actually makes a difference. Like, someone's 6-0, 5-11. How much more advantage do they have? 188, maybe you just feel that bit bigger. Maybe gives that advantage. 74 each, 73, 42, 42. Okay, so pretty evens. The odds are obviously going to be for Rinat. He's got a bunch of hype on him. But let's look what's going on. But in this one, okay, Rinat. Let's go Russia. He's earned nothing. What the fuck? He's on a win streak of 9. He is indeed. Came to the UFC. Just came to the UFC. Okay. You not have a. No. Just came to the UFC. Went to UFC Fight Night. 1 decision. 20-2. He's 20-2 against 8-1. He won against Brian Battle. And he won against Kevin Lee. 21-2, 19-7. Which also isn't even a test because Kevin Lee was just on a bit of a skid at this point. I don't know, he's just a bit weird, wasn't he? And did he come back for that one fight? And then that's it. Weird, man. I can't see why the hype. Legit. Why did he go from UFC Fight Night to then wrestling? Oh, he just probably did a wrestling tournament or something, maybe. That class isn't. That should be an MMA win, though, right? Either way, he's got 3 wins in the UFC, and he's got a bunch of hype around him. I don't see why as of yet. He won against Brian Battle and Kevin Lee. I always go off like UFC experience, and like if you've got a bunch of hype and Kevin Lee's good, but like in the situation he was in, at the place it was in when he fought him, I just don't think it's very credible. Brian Battle is good, but again, it's just not world beating stuff. I don't know why. I don't care. Who's he fighting? Okay, Elisiu. I think I'm probably best off saying his last name. Zaleski. No, that's right. Well, these guys went dollar. He's a Doblo. Pardon me. 36 though, getting a bit on. Cancel bout. Some annoying shit going on. 2021, 2022. Fought once in 2022. Fought once in 2023. A win, a decision against another, it looks like Russian crazy guy. He was going to fight Shavkat and he got out of that one. Cancelled bout. He got out of that. Bernard St. Denis, one decisions. A lot of decisions. A lot of decisions. Cancelled Bilal Muhammad. Cancelled with Jilang Li. Is it Ling Jilang? Jilang Li. Oh no, he did fight him. I got a fucking loss. I was gonna say I knew he was gonna lose that. Yeah, the fact that I'm looking at that, you'd lose to him. You got a win over Sean Strickland, spinning, hook, kick, and punches. This guy's beat Sean Strickland. This guy's beat the champion. Maybe that means something. This guy could beat this guy. Right, Renat. Looking at it, I'm not that impressed with Renat. It doesn't look that amazing. That will beat her. Elysius could definitely beat him. He's beat Sean Strickland, for God's sake. Why couldn't he beat him? But no, it looks like Elysius gets a lot of decisions. It looks like when he fights the top caliber fighters, he loses. But he's still 24-7 for a reason. He has beat Sean Strickland for a reason. He is still in the UFC for a reason. So I don't think this one's as much of a dog as this one, you could say. I think if he was to go for a risky one, put on Medeus, put on Elysius, and just maybe put that as a little cheeky bet just to see. Because why not? They beat people in the past. Yeah, okay, they've not been too active. This guy seems like he's probably a bit of a dominator and got a bit of hype behind him. But this guy could definitely get it. To go for your safe bet, minus 340. The odds makers probably know something more than I do. Renat will probably get the win. But once again, can't count it out. Because you can't count it out in any fight, but there's a bit of data points there to suggest Zaleski could get the win. But yeah, if you want to put your bets on, I'm probably going to go for Renat. I'm going to go for a risky one. One that could come in. One that's not a madness for not coming in. One that's not like, that's just completely stupid. This guy's washed. Because as much as he might seem washed, he's not really. He's winning. The last two fights, he's on a 2-fight win streak, technically. He's beat Sean Strickland, technically. You know. He's beat the champion, technically. Next. Renat all the way. Okay, and then the last one in the prelims, Elvis Brenner versus Kaynan Kruszycki. Kaynan Kruszycki. Oh god, I feel like I'm gonna get like a bunch of people at the door like, say it again, brother. Well, I'm sorry, mate. I need to learn how to pronounce names. But let's move it along. Elvis Brenner 15-3 versus Kaynan, which is on 15-1, so the records are quite similar. 5'10" versus 6 foot. That could be a difference. Reaches 72, 73. Okay, so the reach isn't actually that much difference. You got a tall body with some short ass arms, man. Let's look at the inners and outers. Elvis Brenner. Okay, 26. Cool. Got 2 wins in the UFC. Okay, decision. You got a win by punches. Crazy. Confirmed bout, which is today. Okay, he's been on a 1, 2, 3, 4 fight win streak. Has got some losses in the record though. Decision. It is from decision, so no, it means that they need to calibrate a few things better. Okay. Elvis Brenner. Okay. Well, I can't see you fight from it. Can I see you fight from it? Yeah, let's go. Stupid and Kaynan Kruszycki. 32, bit older. Been on the older side. Is this his debut? Okay, so he came off Contender Series. Jungle fight, guillotine, TKO, leg kicks, technical rear naked choke in round 1, round 4, round 2, round. I don't remember a 5-round fight, or maybe it was a championship fight. So he's come from there. He's had only 1 loss from punches in cage 47. Decision, left hooks. Win. Oh, this is going to be a good scrap. This is actually a good, just a good matchup. I'm not too really bothered about the tape on all this shit on this one. They both got kind of like similar experience. I mean, he's coming on his UFC debut. He's had 3 fights in the UFC. This guy seems like more of a finisher. Elvis Brenner seems like he might have his skills a bit more fine-tuned. But is Kane just going to go out there in his debut and to try and smash it out? Ooh, it's a tricky one. This one is tricky. I bet the odds are quite similar. What? Why are they massively favouring this guy? Elvis Brenner. I was more fucking feeling towards Kanan. Why are the odds like that? It's probably because this is his debut. And this guy has had 3 fights in the UFC. 2 fights in the UFC. So they're just going off that. And his last fight was a winner. TKO punches. Who did he fight? He fought Guram. Oh, that's a fight. Good fight. Guram is very good. Ooh, this is a tricky one. This one's got me scratching. This one's fought some good people. But those odds are wrong, man. They should be so much more closer than that. I don't even want to make a pick for this one. Based off the Guram win, I'm going to say Elvis Brenner. The fact that this is his UFC debut and he's going against a guy that just fought like Guram, he's on about 2 fights, and also it was just off TKO punches the last fight. Going to go for Elvis Brenner, but them odds should be way different. They should be a bit more similar, closer. Okay, prelims done. On to the main card. Okay, Rodolfo Vieira versus Armen Petrosyan. 9-2. 9-2, same record. Crazy. Armen's a bit taller. Doesn't weigh as bigger though, which is crazy. Must have some big bunions, bro. Okay, reach 73, 71. Leg reach is 42 compared to that of 39.5. Rodolfo Vieira. Let's look at it properly. Rodolfo Vieira. What are the odds on this one? Okay, they're very similar. Very even matchup on this one. Let's say Peter odds wins. No, you don't. I don't even say the age, does it? The age matters, man. It's a bit weird. Rodolfo Vieira, 9-2. Okay, he's had a lot of cancelled fights. It was last time he fought, 2023. Okay, fought Cody Brundage. Good. I don't think I like Cody Brundage for some reason. I don't know why. We got an arm triangle round 2. That's good. A lost decision to Chris Curtis, Wellington Chairman. I don't like his record. Too many losses for too soon for me. Like, he was doing great. He was a world beater. He comes to UFC. Yeah, have a loss actually. Oh, in a BJJ championship doesn't matter. Does matter. That's stupid for me to say. Wins an arm triangle, loses 2, wins another one, loses 1, wins another one. Doesn't look that solid. He's 34. Wins some, lose some against some of his top guys. Like Chris Curtis is a top guy, if you like him or not. He definitely is. And Armen Petrosyan. I feel like Armen's like a bit of a beast. What's happened to him? AJ Dobson, Chris Leroy Duncan, yeah. Kyle, oh yeah, he's fighting on this card as well. He's a good fighter though, Kyle. Okay. I'm going to one quick and easy. I'm going to go for Armen. Rodolfo seems a bit inconsistent. Doesn't really have anything that's world beating. And Armen just seems like a bit more of a world beater in that sense of you could get this one. So yeah, I'm going to go for Armen for this one. And the odds are actually against him a little bit, which is funny. But yeah, Armen all the way. But I don't know. This is another one. Like Rodolfo could easily get the decision win, but I don't think he will like submit him or TKO Armen Rodolfo. But I feel like Rodolfo could definitely get the decision. Where I thought Armen could get the finish and also the decision. Okay, so he's one of his last opponents, Caio Caio Boalo. Caio. I'm sure that's. I'm probably fucking. It's probably Caio. Fuck knows. My bad. 14-1, 25-5. Brazil, Russia. Brazil. I feel like Brazil and Russia was a fight that's happening. We just never really talk about it. They're always fighting. odds are massively towards Kyle, even though he has 25 wins, 5 losses. So let's see why the odds are against Abdus, because they don't like you, mate. They do not like you for some reason. Abdus. I want to see you, mate. What's wrong going on with you? 25 and 5. He's got 3 fights in 3 wins in UFC, 1 loss, 1 draw. 56% of his wins come from TKO. He lost to Sean Strickland. Punches. Oh, yeah, but it was meant to be like, this guy's going to fuck this guy up. That's what it was meant to be. Okay, so this guy's got some sort of padded record then. He's got 25 wins, and he's had... Oh, he's been in the PFL. Okay. It's not padded record at all then. I was like, what is all this? But yeah, it's PFL. Fair enough. Two good fighters in the PFL. I respect them. EMC and then KSW. This guy's just been fighting, really. In 2020, 2021, 2022. He lost against Sean Strickland. I just can't. Anybody coming off a loss of Strickland, even as a champion, he just beat Izzy. It makes no sense. Because he's still a shit fighter. You watch Sean and, like, he's entertaining, but, like... He's just different, isn't he? Like, very different. He's not your normal fighter. It's like his own style. It's like a new thing. Okay, Kyle, 14 and 1. Age 30. And he's just been on some... He's just really well rounded. I know he's been training with like some of the good gyms. I've seen him with like always close in hand with like Hamza at one point. So he trains with the best. Muhammad Muradov. He's been in the UFC for a little bit now. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Kyle just because Abdus has that loss against Sean Strickland, and at this moment in time, he's just like the dirty girl that can't be touched. Not until she goes and... Or he goes and fucks someone who's fucking a bit bigger and better. Then I can be like, okay, I'll consider you. But yeah, I can see why the odds are a bit 290. I mean, I don't see that actually. I don't see why it's so different, because this guy's still 25 and 5. You know. That's that loss against Sean. Yeah, I'm going to go for Kyle, but I could easily see against Abdus getting it. I'm going to say that for every single one. I could also see Abdus, because he has got potential. 25 and 5. He had like 5-6 fight win streak in the PFL, and he's coming to the UFC. So, what Kyle for this one? Okay, Rodrigo Nascimento, and it's Donteos Mayas. 10 and 1, 10 and 5. Brazil, United States, 6'2", 6'6". Fucking hell, he's a bit bigger, isn't he? 81 inch, 43, 44. Odds are 205 to plus 164. Okay, so why do you, apart from having 4 less losses, have so much bigger odds? Go find out. Rodrigo Nascimento. Give me the fucking scraps. What's going on? Okay, so he has 1 loss of Chris Dukas and UFC Fight Night. So he's been in the UFC for quite a bit. He's been in since 2020. He actually got a win over this guy in 2020, and now he's fighting him again. Okie dokes. Chris Dukas. He's not fought that often though. I mean, since he beat him in 2020, he didn't have a fight until 2022. So since he fought him, he's had 2 fights since fighting him, which is ridiculous. I mean, it's probably not maybe his fault, maybe it is his fault. I don't fucking know. Definitely got some cancelled bouts, just no contest there, which are annoying, causing him not to fight. He had a no contest in 2021 though. That's crazy. So you got a win over Tana, love it. You know, Latifi. Yeah, these are all good people with some records. But you haven't fought him since Dontel. Maia since 2020. What's Dante Maia's been doing since he got that loss? Yeah, so let's see that loss there. Got a win, cancel bout, win against Josh Petrosian. Rogue, yeah. Overturn, no contest. They both got a no contest, which is again weird. They've both been on like the kind of the same journey. Justin Taffer, cancel bout. Okay, had a loss, but then he got a win against Andrei Arlovsky, which is a good win. Right hook to ground strikes. Okay, but not to do anything against Arlovsky, but it definitely was coming down the end of it. Oh, I like this one though. So the story on this one is this guy beat this guy in 2020. They've both been having cancelled bouts. They both had a no contest that's been turned over. So they've both been kind of on the same journey, but they've not even fought that much between them fighting. They've had like 2 or 3 fights between them fighting since, which is crazy. So will Dontel Myers avenge the loss against Rodrigo? I could see it happening. 100% I could see it happening. He's got a win off Andrei Arlovsky. He has elbows from crucifix. Fuck me, he's nasty with it. You know. Rodrigo's got wins from decision. And he's not fought that often. Could be fucking out of shape, could be unfit. I'm going to go for Myers. I feel like Myers is going to want that fucking... I'm going to go for Dante Myers. I feel like he's going to want that win. I feel like he's going to come back with a vengeance. I feel like the 5 losses that did happen to him, you know, Cyril Gan, Rodrigo Nascimento, you know, shit happens. So his recent losses really aren't a representation. Like the 5 losses, like he's got 2 of them here, and then he went on a massive win streak. So just because he had 2 here, then he's gone on a win streak because he's had 1 here. I think Dontel Myers can have this one. I think he can. $31. Similar age. Similar age, which is good. But yeah. For this one, I'm going to go for Dontel Myers. I'm just going to go for the revenge story, the vengeance story. And let's see what happens. But yeah. Dontel Myers. My eyes. Okay, last 2. Gabriel Bonfim versus Nicholas Dalby. Wasn't Israel Bonfim fighting? Is this missing fights? Has it been cancelled? I'm sure I put a bet on Israel Bonfim. I must be tripping. Okay. So I'm going to tell you this one's going to be Bonfim. I'm going to go for this one. He's 15-0. Nicholas Dalby's 22-4-1. He's sick fighter, Nicholas Dalby, but Bonfim is just on fire at the moment, and he's looking like him and his brother are just kind of like just storming through it. Nicholas Dalby is still a good test though, and they're going to have to test out and see if he can test himself against Nicholas Dalby. But let's look into it a bit more deeper. So let's see. Bonfim, like I said, 15-fight win streak, 2 wins in the LFA, 2 wins in UFC. LFA is a good promotion to be coming from. He seems like a really good fighter. He's got guillotine chokes, mounted guillotine chokes. Like, he get you tired. He's good at striking. He's good at getting it in and out of range. And then once you're on the ground with him, like, look at these Von Flue choke, guillotines. Darces, like, he's so slick on the he's so slick on the ground, but he also looks really good on the stand up as well. So I feel like against Dalby, he's gonna just, you know, match Dalby's level on the feet, and then just when to go to the ground, it's gonna go crazy. So 22-4. Dalby is in a 3-fight win streak, which is good. He's on decisions, unanimous. I feel like Dalby's good. He can definitely get the win. I feel like he is a good fighter. I just feel like for this one, Bonfim, I'm not going to go too much into this one, but yeah, I just feel like this one, Bonfim's going to get the win for this one. Yeah, let's go. Pick Bonfim. And we have the main event. What are the odds on that one? Go down. Yeah, Bonfim is a massive favourite. Okay. Jayton Almeida versus Derek Lewis. Jayton Almeida is 19-2, with Derek Lewis at 27-11. We all know Derek Lewis. My balls are hot. He is a good fighter. He has and will take losses from great fighters, especially people that can just put on the pace on a little bit. It seems Derek Lewis has defense issues, but we know what he can do with his hands at any point, at any time. He can knock anybody out. But let's look more into it. I'm trying to remember who he knocked out with there. Went for the... Oh my god, I can't remember for the life of me. When he went for the takedown and just uppercutted him and knocked him clean out. I've never seen anything like it. It was so stiff. Oh, what's his name? I can see his face now. Beard. Looks a bit kibble slice. Oh. Whatever. I'm literally going to see it in 2 seconds. I'm so dumb. Let's see what Jason Almeida's working with though. 19-2. Looks like some sort of Brazilian beast that you wouldn't want to fuck with. Looks like he'd be on a nightclub and he'd throw you out the door instantly. He is 32. Fair play. Fair play. Current streak is on a 14 fight win streak. You understand that? 14 fight wins. 5 wins in the UFC. Cancel bouts. Win, rear naked choke, ground and pound, rear naked choke, rear naked choke, rear naked choke. Oh, we got a loss from a rear naked choke. And this was in Circus 5, okay. Who's he fought? Parker Porter, Anton Turjak. So I don't really see 20-7, 13-4. Oh, we fought Rosenstrike. I don't care. Anybody says Rosenstrike is good. Okay. Pretty easy. Yeah, it's pretty easy. I don't really look at this one anymore. Fuck it. We'll look at Derek Lewis. Can't write him off completely. I just don't see it, you know. So you got that flying knee knockout of De Lima, but that was so out of pocket. Like it's not gonna hit. It's not gonna hit. Thinking with this Almeida, it's not gonna hit Almeida the flying knee. Tai Tuivasa beat him. That elbow was disgusting. Cyril Garn smashed him up. But he has fought like some of the best, you know. He genuinely has fought some of the best. Decision against Roy Nelson is big. Travis Bound's a good fighter. You know. Volkov is a good fighter. Sifi's a good fighter. Olenek is a good fighter. Curtis Blades. Chris Dukas. They're all good fighters, so it's like I can't say that Cyril Gaines, I don't know. Sergey Spivak is, yeah. He's got 2 losses off Sergey. Yeah. I'm sorry. I am sorry, Derek, but I feel like Jason Almeida is going to get this one. I feel like he's got the athleticism, a better record, better ways to finish, more ways to finish. So, yeah. Last pick, Jason Almeida for that one. Cool. So that was my UFC Fight Night picks of Almeida versus Lewis. Hope you enjoy the fights. I'm sure I will be. Wide awake at 1 a.m. when it starts. Probably not. But yeah, enjoy the fights. I know I will.